I remember getting so angry. I wanted to put this lady, in the trunk of my car, taking her down here and showing her these $60,000 homes. Yeah, but the trial was hard. Lucretia or Jessica, one of the two girls, were the first ones to testify against the guys. And she got on the stand and said, "Hi, Uncle Jesse." Not scared, not upset. Turned around and they stopped the court right then, pulled Jessica or Lucretia out of the courtroom, and decided that they convinced the judge that they needed to put it on TV, that the kids were scared of their uncles. After they came out there and went, "Hi, Uncle Jess." So after that, it became all closed camera. So the kids couldn't see their uncles. What nobody asked in the court, Rosemary's house. No doors on any bedroom. I had the only bed that had actual frame. It was not a mattress where they supposedly tied these guys up on. I had a broken ankle. I was in that bed all the time. I had a Nintendo. The kids were in bed with me. Nobody ever asked me that. Nobody said, "Hey, who's got the bed?" Nobody said, "Where does everybody sleep?" Well, everybody slept on mattresses on the floor, except for me.
And so the lies that the children were planted to tell said that what? This happened in a bed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the headboard, so they, tied down. Yeah.
So there's no way that could have happened, and
No.
you're a witness to it.
No. No.
Who scared the kids? Who scared you? Who threatened you that you could lose your kids? Who was that?
Dan Husbeth and this other guy, Van Roe. I
Also
think his
the Bureau
name.
of Indian Affairs?
No, he was actually FBI
So
that I know of.
So you believe Dan Hudspeth, Bureau of Indian Affairs,
Mm-hmm.
and an FBI, what you believe is an FBI agent.
Mm-hmm. I'd actually taken a paper, and I can't find it now, and I know it's crucial. I shouldn't have lost it, off the lawyer's desk that had where the kids tried to run away home. They were going to steal a car and come home. And it was all documented on a paper.
All right, so this was they had the kids
Mm-hmm.
before you got them back,
Mm-hmm.
and when they were being told that unless they said these things, they wouldn't get to see their
They can't come
couldn't
home.
go back to their
They can't come home. And my daughter Tabitha, who you'll talk to, will testify to that.
Yeah, so what did they tell you, and what was this proof that you had?
The proof I had is they were questioning the kids. And they left the room for a minute. The kids were going to leave. And they actually almost got out. They were going to steal a car. We're talking 9-year-olds, 8-year-olds. They were going to steal a car and come home. All they wanted to do was come home. And I think after that is when they started cooperating. When they started saying, yes, this did happen. But they were told if they said this, they could come home. My daughter, like I said, I got my kids early. My daughter Mel went to Sioux Falls. They never got Moses. Talbot said they moved out because she would not agree to what they said. She actually broke down in school and told the counselor that these people were trying to make her lie. So they actually moved her out and put her in a different foster home. Chris was still, he's 4, was still with the other kids.
All So, do you think the children involved were any different than any other kids, or do you think the fact that they're Native Americans
No, they're not.
doesn't matter?
You know, kids are kids.
Okay.
They're gonna experiment. They figure out girls and boys. It's a natural process of life. You know, being on a reservation, being a small community, being nothing but cousins, and probably made it happen faster. Being Native American at the time, and I honestly feel this as an outsider looking in, I'm not from down here. I had been down here maybe a month or two. What I seen was a government, our government, the federal government, and the tribe were fighting for like a control. This should be a sovereign state. Every reservation should be sovereign. Well, none of this happened, or none of these accusations were made until the tribe started fighting for it. So to me, it looked like that the government stepping in, creating problems, and saying, hey, you still need us. Because it wasn't just these 5 guys that were arrested that day. They arrested 2 other guys that worked for the tribe. And they're out now. Well, one of them I don't think they even went far with. But I do know this really, Russell, I met twice. Once at his house. At his house. He doesn't even know the kids that he's being accused of. Garfield, drunk, passed out all the time. The kids picked on him. They would like get whipped cream, toothpaste, you know, kid stuff while he's passed out. Jesse, Des loved their nieces and nephews. They took care of them. This did not happen. I've known Jesse and his family since 1986. It's a long time. And
Is there today anyone anywhere saying that they did it?
no, none of the kids, nobody. I'm sure people down. Do you mean people that are involved?
Yeah.
No. The people that are involved in this, no, they know it did not happen.
Let me ask why you came today. I think I know, but let me ask anyway because a little birdie told me I should ask.
I'm here today because I love these guys. I'm Jesse's wife. I do believe in the system, and I want to see it work for them. 18 years is a long time for something you didn't do. I'd like to see a wrong fixed. And I would like to see my husband get out and be able to hug his grandchildren someday. We got 16.
You have 16 grandchildren?
Yeah, we do.
And he would not even be allowed to be around them unless this gets corrected.
Right.
Not just let him out of prison. They got to.
Look at this. He gets to see him in prison. All
You
my
can see him
kids.
in prison.
Yeah, my kids take the kids to the prison. But once he gets out, there's no contact. If this ain't cleared up.
Do you believe there's racism involved in the case?
Yes. Yes, I do. But I'm white. Not only that, family quarrels, Knorrs against Weddles, there's no unity in this tribe. None whatsoever. It's hard. unless you've been down here, I guess it's just really hard to. I am part of it, but I've been part of the family since '86. You either love me or you don't.
Oh, I love it. And I was pleased to get a chance to talk to Jesse
He's a
in
good
the other
guy.
room. And any last words you want to say? Anything else?
No,
All right. We're going to cut the camera just for a second. And
But did ever anybody come to you and told you directly, if you're going to help or you continue helping, you're going to lose your kids?
yeah.
Okay, who told you that?
I don't
'Cause
even.
that's very, very important because
They
that's the
followed
reason
me.
because
It's the
they wanted
it's
to
the
get-
feds because they followed me to Omaha and checked on me at a job.
So you thought that they were going, or did somebody come
No,
to see
they
you?
told me.
Who told you?
I
You can't remember.
it was,
mean, it wasn't straight out said. You know, if you go to, if you don't,
Okay.
it was just implied that
If you continue to do
because I was
anything-
doing what you were doing, Anna. I was fighting to get them out, and I was trying to, but I didn't have the know-how or the.
You don't have
the-
to justify yourself to me.
No,
or to
I'm just
anybody.
saying. But
I'm
I was
just trying
told.
to understand. That's it. Because this is very crucial. Because that's a motive. You know, it's important. If we knew, or
They-
if there was anything from anybody who would say to you, you know, look, if you continue to help, and because you found a way, because you took a lawyer and you found a way to get your kids back. You see, the other children were kept behind, and they were used to convict. You know, everybody, including Jesse, and they took Jesse because they were so pissed off. And
Yeah.
also they needed to cover up, you know, for what was going on in their own foster system. I believe that they were covering up for other guys, that were other white guys, that were actually foster parents that were doing this.
That's when
They
the.
needed to convict somebody.
Because
But
that
that's
was
what I'm just
kind of
trying
when
to
the
understand,
Child
you know.
Welfare Act was starting to get.
Yeah,
the
half
same
of the
time-
Child Welfare Act is based on this case now, on our case. So if this case falls, a lot of things are gonna fall. So we're up against so much, you know. We're up against the whole bloody state of South Dakota. We really are, you know. They're gonna fight us, you know, as hard as they can.
They have a lot to lose.
Yeah, but you see, it's important if somebody from the FBI come to you and said to you, look, fuck off to Omaha. If you continue to stir this shit up, you're gonna lose your kids.
You just
That's
implied that I
So
go
they
to
get
prison
their
with the
freedom.
guys, and if I go to prison with the guys, I lose my kids.
Did they say to you, you're gonna go to prison?
If I didn't, that was the implication.
You're gonna go to prison too. We're gonna make up a story about you too. It's gonna.
They didn't say that like that, but
did you got the whatever because
Um,
you already
being- yeah.
because you see the whole scenario is
I'd already
everybody
seen
knows
it.
that it could be anybody at any time that could be taken to prison for any reason. You have no rights. It's like a lawless territory, like we are Lawless America.
Legally, they didn't have no right taking my daughter Tabitha. She wasn't even an enrolled member. She's my daughter. And I don't know, it's just such a surreal.
Was there anything that they could threaten you with? Anything that they had against you where they
My
could say,
kid-
well, look, we can take
I
you.
took that paper that I lost.
Did they know that?
They had to have. I took it right off the lawyer's desk.
So that worried you, that you thought they were going to threaten you with that, with taking something, you know, and then lock you away for that and separate you from your children.
Actually, I was worried they were going to make up some, like they did the guys.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, this is what I mean. You know, they are locked away. They're innocent, so it could happen to anybody.
And it,
Okay.
yeah.
So you felt that you know you had to rescue whatever you could rescue, and just get your
No,
children
it's my
out of there.
kids.
Yeah.
I had to get them out.
Before you got taken away too. Okay. I understand. That's I just wanted to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm.
all right, let's call that a wrap.
Yeah.
We'll get our-